Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities in Miniatures. It's Monday, it's November, and it's time once more for our weekly painting progress. And lo and behold, we got another Dark Age Irishman done. Nothing fancy. I'm going to wait on a couple more of his buddies to get finished before I start playing with the grass on their bases, which I've been doing with the ones that I've painted so far, but nothing spectacular, amazing, or interesting. But it's another guy done. Hooray. What else we get? We got a lot of printed stuff done. So this was from Titan Forge. This is part of their Titans of Adventure, which is something I hope to eventually do a better video on. And unfortunately, the lighting is not helping much. I didn't do the best job on her face, but I do like this model a lot. The Titans of Adventure are their kind of subline bonus model collection of just typical adventurers. And it's nice to see a little bit more representation, especially in tropey heroic model classes. So yeah, cool model. I think I did a decent job on her skin tone. It's the face, the eyes. The eyes look horrible. I don't know, I gotta fix that up. It looks too bad. Moving on though, we have, this was the Scum Grot Sky Raider boss from Battle Yuck Miniatures. She came out pretty decent. I like the double bomb motif. I know I primed her up. There is a version of her with a crazy jetpack rocket strapped to her with a couple of big guns as well. We will get to her. Oh, I forgot to write guns on the sign. Darn it. Oh well. Actually, it's nice. I don't know. In person, it's a little bit easier to see. I did try to do some nice highlighting on her. She came out all right. Let's see what else we got. Another printed model. This is from Lovecraft Designs. Ian Lovecraft does a whole lot of various Kickstarters from assorted places. This was part of their Asian Adventure one, and my brother informed me that he is not able to fit any of the terrain on his FDM printer, which was very sad. But this is one of the Oni that was available during that campaign, and I'm assuming on his website as well. It seems that we're going to be having a desert-themed campaign in the near future, and he is on a 40mm base. You see he's got like this little swirly pattern all over his chest. I'm assuming it's supposed to be a tattoo. I just was not going to even attempt it. And the woo, terrible tiger skin pattern I was trying to do there on his loincloth, it just wasn't happening. And speaking of tigers, well, this isn't a tiger, it's a lion. This is from Comet Lord Miniatures, and I'm not as pleased with how he turned out as I had hoped. Shield looks nice. I didn't do the best job, I think, supporting him. I think this is before they were doing the pre-supported models, but the face just seems to be lacking a little bit in detail. It was very soft when I printed him as well. Otherwise, it's pretty cool. I know this model is actually available as a big bust if you want to do the face with or without the face mask of our Lion Man friend here. I started painting a bunch of Lion Men. I don't know why either. I remember reading the original rulebook for Song of Blades and Heroes, and they had a thing on like saber-tooth tiger people, and I thought that was pretty cool. And unfortunately, nobody really makes saber-tooth tiger men, so at least we're getting there. Besides that, it wouldn't be a week without another Kingdom Death model. This is the Kingdom Death High Savior, and I mean, she's okay. I didn't do the best job painting her, but she's done. It's tolerable. And another one that I've had sitting around forever was Holiday White Speaker Nico. So, good enough. I think this is one of the first kind of diorama style figures that they tried coming up with. She's not exactly 28mm. Obviously, she's sitting down and she's just as tall as our little teenage friend here, but she's not like the larger 54mm pinup ones either. And speaking of 54mm pinups, my dad was interested in giving a shot trying to paint one of those, so I gave him the Oktoberfest Aya, and hopefully we'll get to show that off in the future as well. I don't think he's ever painted anything like that, so it should be quite entertaining. Let's see, and then I stopped by and got some models from my brother. Let's see what he's got here. A Frontline Knight from the Brotherhood, if I remember correctly. I like his version better than mine. That usually goes without saying when he paints it. Nice detailing. I believe that's the... Yeah, I was going to say, that looks like the actual base. Felt resin. He doesn't use resin. We'll see how his power armor turns out. Alright, this guy, I believe, is from Weird's The Other Side. He is from the Cult of the Burning Man. Is it the Forgotten? I don't remember what these guys are called, but it's like the Warped? The Depraved? I don't remember. They're the ones that are starting to turn and end up bizarre. I like the shading on this. Really nice job on that. I gave him a bunch of my Other Side models, so hopefully we see some more from him in the future. Alright, this is a Bloodsucker beast from Bestiarum Miniatures. And a base that he printed up at home. But interestingly enough, we talked about this model, and neither of us could figure out a good way to actually come up with a paint job. So he went ahead and used the Urgul colors. The Urguls from 40K with the Dark Eldar and Blackstone Fortress. So he's got the kind of purple hue on the limbs there, kind of a blue highlight throughout all of the grayish skin, and then a nice reddish ovipositor. I don't even know what that thing's supposed to be, but yeah, it's out there. It's a very interesting model. You got to give Bestiarum credit. They've got some very unique designs, and he's a lot bigger than you would imagine. Definitely bigger than the actual Urguls. And then, finally, wrapping things up this week for the two of us, someone whose music has been stuck in my head all freaking week after he showed this to me. The one and only true Survivor. This comes to us from Papsikels Miniatures. He's almost got an acid wash on those jeans. Quite impressive. I do like the fact that he bothered to do the shoelaces too. I don't know if I would have, or if I'd even do the white for the cons. I'd probably call it a day with just the red and be like, yeah, I'm done. But no, he went the full mile, got the full white trim of the Chuck Todds there. So very cool. And as always, we will put a link down below if you guys are curious to check any of this stuff out. Just looking at what we have here. So yeah, a lot of 3D printed stuff this week, and most of these are definitely going to get you a lot of bang for your buck. And we'll put a link for War Games Atlantic as well. We'll put Kingdom Death. If you act now, they might still have a few of the Halloween models available. I'm not 100% sure. I know at least that I got lucky and in between class and break managed to snag all of the new stuff. So we'll probably see those at some point in the near future. And speaking of future, we would love to see more of you guys out there helping support our channel in the future as well, because that's going to help us get even more obscurities to show you guys. And if you're even more interested, we'll let you subject us to what you guys want to see painted, and even let you decide how we're going to paint it. So do take a look if you have a moment to check out our Patreon, as well as all of the links for the models that you see today. With that said, hopefully all of you out there are staying safe, staying busy, and making sure, if you are in the States, to vote, because, yeah. We'll just leave it at that, and we'll leave all the politics outside of things for now, but yes, do your duty. Take care of that. With that said, this has been High Lord Tamerlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we will see you back here soon. Bye-bye.